to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Good afternoon and welcome to Phil's Gang radio show. Remember, you can go to YouTube channel where I do what they call there's two groups. There's the videos, which are called longs, and then there's what they call the shorts. Those are like 1 minute. So you get two different kind of videos, and they work pretty well. People like them, especially the short, because you quickly go through it and you get a couple good points. So check them out, okay, especially my YouTube channel. I appreciate that, because if you can click, subscribe and like, that will help me out. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on in the market. Everybody's asking the question, how much more can these stocks rally? Well, the first question is should be asked is, when do I know the rally's over with? That's the important one, and nobody's talking about that. But that's the important one. And market crashes are funny, by the way. Everyone thinks like what happened back in October 1987, when everybody came back from lunch and the market went down, and everybody said, oh, that's the crash. And that's all they remember. And they think one day you stand there and all of a sudden the market crashes. It doesn't work like that. It takes months for markets to crash. You get all kinds of info, heads up. They really do, from volume to everything else. But the most important thing is that always look at your divergence between the spiders and the transports. Here, I'll show you my chart here. Again, this is really works, okay? The green is the transports, and the blue, okay, the blue is the S&P, and the green is the transports. And anytime you got the spiders that are going up and the transports going down, this is what happened in 2008. We saw this going on. It means that we're doing a lot of manufacturing, inventory's building up, but nobody's buying the stuff, that the economy's slowing. And you always get a crash, or at least a correction, when you see that. Okay, that's number one. The other chart, which is important for two reasons, is because one is a lot of people love buying stocks with dividends. And every time I hear that, I just have to laugh. And I don't get into arguments over it, because people it's so burned in their brain that stocks with dividends are the best, and you don't have to worry that the stock price is going down, especially for the older people. They really believe that. I have a friend that really, truly believes if a stock's at 100 and it goes down to $1, it doesn't matter, because he keeps getting his dividend check. I mean, this is how they burnt this in everybody's heads. No, the bond market, okay, when you have a stock, rather, that has dividends, it can kill you, okay? They're dangerous, because when the S&P or the NASDAQ starts going down, then you got a real problem, because your dividend stock will collapse so fast, and it will go down much faster than the NASDAQ, much faster than the S&P, and you get wiped out big time. But they've been masking that for years and years, so you can't convince anybody of that. In fact, I don't talk to my friends about it, because you get an argument with them. They think that these dividend stocks are great. Now, the most dangerous dividend stock is utilities, because for years and years, planners and brokers sell to the older generation utilities, because they have big dividends, generous dividends. And my God, they have that utilities is the most dangerous stock out there that has dividends, because when the market goes down, those utility stocks fall out of bed. They fall like a flying crowbar. So I know you don't want to hear this because a lot of you are in those stocks, and I get it, the utility stocks, and I get why. They're very attractive. But trust me when I tell you, you can get hurt big time. But that's not why I'm talking about the bonds. I want to show you here how to use the bond market I'm sorry, not the bond market. My utility. This is a different one. Oh, this is it here. XLU. Yeah. Wait a minute. What's wrong with this one? Wait a minute. Where's the one I was using? Where's the other one? You got me in the wrong chart. No. Hold on, we gotta get the right chart. Well, he's looking for, there you go, all right. Okay, so if you take a look at this chart, the blue is XLU. That's the ETF for utilities. Okay. Now, the important thing, and remember, is see the red is the S&P. Okay. So what happens is this. When you see the utilities XLU climbing up like this, see how it's climbing up? You can see the blue line there going up. See it like that? When it starts climbing out, it's sending an immediate message, warning, that the big institutions are pulling their money out of these stocks, and they're looking for shelter. They don't want to buy, Clorox or Colgate, okay? So they go into the utility stocks because they can please their clients, because they know their clients love them when they put them into utilities because of the dividends. What I use it for is to tell me, when is the market going to correct or crash? Now take a look at this, where the blue line's been going up right in here. You see it? Here, let me get rid of this. If you can see it right here, see that blue line going up right there? When that blue line was going up, notice what happened? The market had a small correction. So that little blue line going up right there told me that we were looking for a correction, and we got one right there. That was the first, remember, that was the crash that I talked about in 2018 that would happen. And so we knew by watching that utility, expect a correction, and it came. But here's the interesting one. When it started to go back up, the utility, see the blue one going up? This was COVID. So we knew as it was going up from 2019, the more the XLU was going up, we knew the market was going to correct. And we were right. And we switched our position. Matter of fact, if you remember, I said this short, you probably don't remember, but I said in January 2018, I said we got to short this. It's because, again, the utilities were going up. But here, the utilities going up again, and then COVID hit. Bam! But remember, crashes don't come as a surprise. Everybody talks about 1987, October, that crashed. They all went to lunch. They came back and the market crashed. Well, that's not true. Yes, the market did go down. But what's true is it started in January. We'll talk about that when I get back. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. This message is for those of you asking the question, what do you think the stock market is going to do?
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Well, you don't have to ask that question when you listen to my radio show, because you're going to know exactly what the market's going to do. You're going to know if the market's going to go up, you're going to know if the market's going to go down, or the market's not going to go anywhere.
Phil Grande and philsgang.com takes the worry out of investing.
Pay attention to my show, philsgang.com. It's fun, entertaining, and you get the greatest information, especially stock picks.
That's philsgang.com. What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone, learn off of them, one-on-one. Now that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars, but I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's Gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Welcome back Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, we have the worst breath ever. That's right. The worst breath in the market, and we have the biggest rally. How the hell can that be? So in other words, if you take 20 consecutive, sessions in the S&P, consecutively, 20, bam, 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 out of the 20, this is the first time, the only time it ever happened was one time before, it was 1990, is out of the 20 sessions, we had 7 sessions out of 20 that were profitable. That was it, just 7. But yeah, we're hitting all-time new highs. Isn't that amazing? That's ridiculous. I mean, so we're hitting 30 new highs in the last 113 weeks, and we had out of 20 sessions in the S&P, 7. That's it. We're profitable. So what's happening is all the money is going to 6 stocks, really. I mean, more than 6, but I'm saying the major stocks, just 6. But before we get into that, look, the market doesn't just crash. Like I said, at 1987, I remember that day clearly, okay? And everyone came back from lunch and the market was down, I forget what it was, 1,000 points, whatever. But we were shorting the market since January. That's right, since January. The first quarter of January, we started to short the market because we knew it was going to go down. And so there's no surprises. It doesn't work like that market. So, but if you look now at our technicals and our fundamentals, and you look at the 1929 crash, 1987, the 1999 to 2000 dot-com, the 2008 housing financial crash, 2020 COVID crash, we have worse technicals and fundamentals now than leading up to those crashes. But nobody's talking about it. So it's like the market has now become immune. Has become immune to everything. It doesn't matter that people have $1 trillion in credit card debt. That's historic. The savings have dropped from $2 trillion to $72 billion. That's it. $2 trillion to $72 billion. That means corporate earnings are going to go down, take a hit. We have historic inflation, debt deficits. But yet, it's like, doesn't matter. And we have the worst thing that happened to this economy is that, remember, the consequences of Bidenomics, the consequences of the American Rescue Plan. That was the most inflationary plan ever. I mean, that plan, remember what he did? Gave everybody $1,400. It was a socialist plan. We can't get rid of that inflation that's in there. So what are they doing? So they're taking a couple stocks. They're taking NVIDIA, Broadcom, Micron. Now, you have TSM and you have Intel for chips. But let's take the ones that are driving the market. You got 6 stocks: NVIDIA, Broadcom or AVGO, Micron Technology. They're feeding the cloud stocks with chips, Amazon, Microsoft, Google. That's what's driving the entire market. What, are you absolutely nuts? But that's what's going on. So and by the way, most of the 1.7 billion each day, 1.7 billion is coming into the stock market every day. And it's going, most of it, not all of it, but most of it's going to those 6 stocks. On top of that, those companies are purchasing back about $338 billion, doing stock buybacks to push their stocks up. So you got, in essence, you got 6 stocks. Everybody's chasing 6 out of 500 stocks in the S&P. You got massive money chasing 6 stocks. Oh my God! So that's why I keep saying the question that should be asked is not how much more the market can go up. It can go up a lot more. But the more it goes up, the bigger the crash. So what you want to watch here is your utilities, not for the bonds. They're the worst. They're the most dangerous stock to hold to buy for dividends. But you can see right here again. See the blue line. This has been going on. This trick, I should say, not trick. Shouldn't call it a trick. This I don't know. But this I'm trying to think of another word other than trick. But anyways, for years you follow the utilities. When utilities are going up like this, it's warning you that the big institutions, the big players, are buying utilities. They're trying to find protection. They believe the market's going to crash or correct. Look here. This was at the end of 2018, 2019, right there. Remember I called that crash? I called that crash on January here. I'll tell you exactly when I called that crash. January 16th. I still have the cut. Listen to this cut right here. I still have the cut. Let me get rid of this. Right here. I still have the cut. I thought I had the... Yeah, right here. Listen to this. This was January 16th, 2018. I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grande said, on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. The crash will be caused by China, the FANG stocks. Here you go. And that was... and you could tell that was coming because look how the utility stock XLU, the ETF, was going up. And sure enough, right here, bam, right there is right where I called it occurred, right here. See it? Went right down. Then the next one was we had the COVID. They're talking about COVID, right? But we knew in advance because it was going up, utilities going up, and bam, the S&P drops. And the next one is the most interesting, and we'll go over that when you get back. This one is really interesting.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grande of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, it's like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. You get the charting, you get the teaching, you get the stock picks, all free for 10 days. Check it out. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Let me tell you why this is so dangerous, this market. Not only because the breath is the worst breath ever, historic. You got, in essence, 6 stocks holding up 5,000 stocks, not just the 500. 5,000. The whole game is on these 6 stocks. 30% is NVIDIA. That's the most dangerous stock ever. Dangerous. They split it so they could get retail customers in there. So everybody's piled into these same stocks. So here's what I want you to do. Now take a look at here. You see how this guy went up, the utilities? So we're following the utilities. We're following the utilities going up and up and up and up. And then all of a sudden we had a second lower high right here. And I said, short, short, short. Having the knowledge of the utilities are going up. And we saw we had a high. It came down. And when you always have a high and it pulls back, just like now, we got this all-time high. I want it to pull. I don't want it to crash here. I want it to pull back, and then I want it to rally again, pull back, rally again. I want 4 or 5 hits to fail up there. And then this thing will fall like a flying crowbar. How do we know that? Because look at the trend. The trend's starting to go up again. See it right here? See? So as soon as this utility, XLU, keeps climbing, the more it climbs, the bigger the crash. So we're already getting signs. See how it's going up here? Remember, it doesn't have to do this, just so you know. It doesn't have to do this. It doesn't have to go here and follow it up like this, and come down, and then follow it up, come down, follow it up. No, that's not how it works. It's doing just what it's supposed to do. See over here? I kept going up, 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 right? Then we had one crash right there. Boom. That was the first one. Then we had this one, second. Then she came down. They both came down, which they do. And then started to rally again, up, 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 right? And then bam. We knew that was over with, and we were right, and we shorted it. Then she started again. Now, this is amazing here, what happened here. So we felt the market was going to continue to go down this way, right? Because interest rates started to go up. But didn't happen. All of a sudden, they moved interest rates from 0 to 3%. And when it got to here, it was at October 2022, or wait a minute, October 2023. Where's October 2023? I think it was right here, just like right there. Okay, October 2023, right there. And they brought interest rates up from 3 to 5%. And then this was October 2024. So this rally is about a 50% rally. Am I right, Willie? That 50% from here, 55% from here to here on rates at 5.4%. Why did we need zero rates for 13 years when for 2 years rates have been 5% and the market keeps going up? Does that make any sense? Why for 13 out of 15 years do we have so much inflation killing us? Because who got rich off the inflation? The 1 percentile, okay? And why are so many people in trouble with 401ks? That they're not going to be retired. I think I told you last week, we just got a report from a company that said that 70% of the people who are getting ready to retire can't retire. 70% of Americans who work will not be able to retire. But yet they keep telling you how 401ks is the best product in the world. Are you kidding? When 70% of people can't retire, 401ks is a great product? Give me a break. It's not. The best thing just manage your own stocks, okay? It's that simple. Just keep managing your own stocks. All you need is some help. Learn how to read a chart, and we got the best charts. All right, so that's what we're going to watch now. So anytime this market is going to and the other thing we watch is volume. Volume is everything, okay? Volume is everything. So again, these two charts, that will be our key to tell our gang members when this market is going to, we think this market's got a high probability of coming back down. Okay, I want to show you too this. Okay, so gold. Now gold is going to take off big because gold, all right, when this economy, which underneath is rotting away, there's only one place where money's going to go, gold, okay? And we see that every day with the central banks, okay? But look, right now, gold is pulling back. And many times, they force gold to pull back. The Federal Reserve pushes gold prices down. Why? Because they owe money to China and they owe money to Japan. And when gold goes up, China and Japan wants more interest rates because gold means when they go up, where's inflation? There's inflation. So gold and Japan demand higher rates. So a lot of times they push it down. But I am telling you, these miners, don't give up on these miners, okay? Don't give up on these miners. So we're going to see these miners go back to, when you see these GDX, go back to June 6th right here. That's your buy signal. June 6th is your buy signal, okay? And right now, remember what I told you. We're doing swing trades right now. So we're catching every time when a stock drops like this, when stocks drop, what happens? You get a high and it drops, comes back up. You get a lower high, it drops, goes up, you get a lower. So you get lower highs. But these snapbacks you can make money on. Okay, you can make money on the snapbacks. So when they drop and they snap back, okay, they drop, they snap back, drop, they snap back. You can make money on the snapbacks. The trend, remember, is down. The trend is not going to change. It's down. So we'll buy a snapback right here. See it? We'll buy a snapback right here. Here we had a nice snapback right there. But when your trend is down, right here, when you have a downtrend right here, see it? Trust the downtrend. When a stock starts going up, don't jump in. Don't start jumping in and buy it thinking, oh, it's going to go up. I got to get out of my short. More people do that and get hurt. This always tells you the truth. Trust the trend. Never trust the candlestick. So when these candlesticks are going up, that's a snapback. See right here? Those candlesticks are going up. That's a snapback. All right. So what do? Play the snapbacks over here on this chart. Play the snapbacks on this chart. All you need is the stochastics to be on the bottom, right there. Okay, and they start turning up, and you get like 3 down days and 1 green day. Buy, and you get these snapbacks. What's that snapback? Right here. This is the same snapback. See, so you can play all. When you get good at this, you can play all these snapbacks. All right, and that amounts to a lot of money. See that snapback here? Let me show you one too. That was when we played SLB, Schlumberger. Here's another point you got to remember. I'm telling you, we're going to have a hell of a crash. You know, every time I say that on Instagram or on my YouTube, you think I was a witch from Salem. Oh, I get hate mail. I never see anything like that. That never happened to me on radio. But man, on the social stuff, if you tell people the market's going to crash, they hate you. They don't want you to mention that because they got all their life savings and everything into going long these 5-6 stocks. So they hate you. So, boy, these people are going to get hurt. So, anyways, so right here on Schlumberger, you see how this snapback right here, that big old snapback right there, okay, like there. Now she's coming back, starting to come back down again. That's what happens, okay? But you can make money on that snapback. I mean, it's not hard to do, okay? But don't ever think that it's going to just keep going up. It won't. It'll turn around and come down. Why? Because it always follows the downtrend. More on this when you get back. This will help you a lot right here. When we get back, we'll talk about more on this.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. If you invest in the stock market, take a moment for this important advice.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You've got to stop listening to the fake business news networks because they tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear.
Phil Grande guides you step by step on investing.
You're going to know exactly what the tone of the market is. Do I sell? Do I not sell? Do I buy?
All you need to know is philsgang.com.
Check it out, philsgang.com, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone, learn off of them, one-on-one. Now that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars, but I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's Gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grande of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, we're talking about how you know when the market's going to collapse, okay? And I showed you those two charts. If you follow those two charts, I'm telling you, you can do just fine, because you always know before the market crashes something's going on. Just follow, especially utilities, okay? Especially the ETF utility, okay? The symbol is XLU. All right, but the other thing too that it's frustrating is when I teach new students, they don't get that the way you make money is, first of all, when you buy stocks, you make money. When you short stocks, you make fortunes. That's always been this business. You make money going long, but you make fortunes going short. The other thing they don't get, that's hard to drill in, they won't listen, is you got to stay with the same stocks all year, and you shouldn't have any more than 6 stocks. Why is that? Well, because there's 8 sectors, okay? 8 sectors that the Federal Reserve overseas. 6 of the sectors are where the money goes. 1 is oil, and we have SLB as our oil stock. Then we have XLE as the ETF. Our second stock is Apple. Everybody goes to tech, so I got Apple. My ETF is XLK. AMD, semi, and I got the ETF, SMH. And the fourth group is the banks, JP Morgan, and I have the ETF XLF. And finally, the fifth stock is Boeing, XLI. Those are industrials. And then finally, leisure, okay, hospitality. That's hotels, okay, restaurants, stuff like that. And XLY, discretionary stock. So that's all you need. And the way you make money, okay, is the spiders. They will outperform 401ks all the time. But you can't convince people. They won't ever leave their 401k because they always, 401ks were not successful at the very beginning, couldn't sell them. Because 401k was a tax code. It was never designed for retirement. The 401k was designed for the CEO only, big money guys, so they could take and hide their money, so they didn't have to pay taxes on. If they're CEO of a company, they're going to go to a golf course and it's $80,000. The company pays for the golf course for him, right? The membership, 80 grand. He doesn't have it out of his own pocket. That's income. So they could take that and put it in the 401k, and that's how they would shelter a lot of their income. Well, when the pension funds got blown out, when everybody decided, CEOs decided to send everything to Taiwan and China and Japan, no more manufacturing, they said, great, now let's get rid of all the pensions because we don't need the labor, let's get rid of the pensions. Well, the pensions were fantastic because the pensions was a good deal for labor and a good deal for the company, because there's always this agreement. Look, I'll work hard for you, but you got to take care of my retirement. And it worked like magic. People really worked hard. They were proud of what they produced because they knew they were going to have a great retirement, right? And the company loved it because they had good quality people working for them. Well, that all went out when they started to export all the jobs to Japan and China and so forth. So what happened then is the pensions, they said, let's get rid of all the pensions and we'll screw everybody. They won't know the difference. And what we'll do is we'll take the 401k tax plan that we had for CEOs and we'll tell the people that, oh, it's a retirement plan. It's not a retirement plan, it never was. And what they did is take the tax code and they stuffed inside the tax code a mutual fund. And they're always the worst mutual funds because companies have a deal with the mutual fund people. They want to pay as little as they can for mutual funds, the company, and then they mark them up. So it's mutual funds are a bad deal. So they put it inside the 401k, and they couldn't sell them. Nobody wanted them until they came up with the idea of how about we will match you. But that's a big screwing too, because I ran a company with pensions, okay, and I mean with 401ks. No, what companies do with the 401ks, they already figure out, let's say it's an assistant secretary, we'll say, and the job gets $65,000 a year. Well, they figure out how much do they have to match. And then when they figure out how much they match, then they lower that position from 65 down to 58 or whatever it is. And they also start hitting fees, all kinds of hidden fees, about 22 hidden fees. So the companies always buy the worst produced 401 mutual funds to go inside your 401k. When you go to a company and you just start work, they'll tell you, okay, here's a menu of that you can pick of mutual funds, and they're always the worst. So when they destroyed the pension fund and went to mutual funds, they couldn't sell them. The only way they could sell them is say we'll do a match. But as I told you, the match never works. And also, they always also figure out you got to stay a certain amount of company in the company, a certain amount of years, or you can't take it with you. I mean, it's just they screw them all the time. But anyways, they don't work. If they were working, if 401ks were working, why is it 70% of the people can't retire? Does that make any sense? But nobody talks about it. If 70% of the people can't retire, they got 401k, something's wrong, isn't it? So what you should do is focus on buying the spiders. Just the spiders. That's all you do. You don't need your 401k. Forget the match. The match is a big bold-faced lie. Let them have the money. If you stay with the spiders, I mean, look at the spiders, how well we've done with the spiders this year so far for a half a year, okay? I mean, our spiders, look at this. We done great. And let me bring this back here, 6 months. Look at this. We caught this, and we had a beautiful sweet spot right here. Look at, see that sweet spot right there? I'm going to turn green right there. See, look, watch this. It lines up perfect. See how that's green? All you had to get in is the sweet spot right there. And if you want, while you're learning, just get out at the top of the sweet spot right here. So that's probably about 10%. Don't even worry about the rest of it. Until you get comfortable, here's another sweet spot here. So you would have caught from here up to here, which is about 5-6%. You don't have to get all of it. But then when you gain confidence in it, then you know, I'm going to stay in the rest of the way. That's where you make money on your spiders. And then when the market crashes or corrects, you make money on the way down. Okay? You make money on the way down. So the spiders are great. Okay? Right now, a 401k has made for the year just 8%. 8%. That's it. And the spiders alone, you made twice that. You made twice that. And when the market crashes, you're going to lose a lot of that money. But when the market crashes, you're going to be shorting. You're going to be shorting the spiders. So you're going to make more money. So again, that's what you should really consider. I'm not telling you to get rid of your 401k, keep it, but you should at least put some money in your spiders. And the other thing is put some money in the minors and just leave it there, okay? Just leave it there. And I'm telling you, if you put money in these minors, in 5 years from now, you'll say, oh my God, I'm so glad I listened to them, so glad I listened to them. And just manage it, that's all. Use the chart here. You know how it works. When it greens, you buy. When it's green going down, you don't do anything, obviously, right? And then when it's red, you sell short. But the gold is going to be huge, huge, okay? I mean, there's no place to go. They destroyed all the assets, okay? There's no place to go. Gold's the last place. So, and then as long as you, in the oils, that's another thing. The ETF, one I like, the ETF that really works for me is right here. And I always recommend it to my members right here. Let's see, where is it? Let me get it right here. USO. USO is the United States Oil Fund. Okay? And it always works nicely. It's another one. I'll talk about that next time on radio. Okay, thank you for listening. I'll see you on the charts. Become a gang member.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dream.